So then guys, the next generation of the Apple TV is on its way, and the great news is that there is the potential it could be updated in 2025. Now just quickly, there's one thing I do want to explain to you guys. A lot of you guys, including myself, were hoping that we could potentially see the Apple TV at the last event we just had from Apple or dropping, but we never saw it. Maybe this just wasn't the right time to actually show this new updated product, but I'm quite sure that Apple are going to be releasing it soon, because at the end of the day, we have the A15 chip inside of it and we're now on A19 chips, for example. It desperately needs an update, and especially with tvOS, 26 has just come out and rolled out now. We do need an update to the Apple TV, so I have quite a lot of confidence that we could potentially see it updated before the end of the year. If not, worst case scenario, it will be at the very beginning of 2026. Do remember that leaks and rumors are pointing that a refresh is imminent for the Apple TV, but we're just not 100% sure exactly what Apple event is we're going to see this Apple TV updated at. Now, talk about the release date and also the price to begin with. When is the earliest we could see this new Apple TV? Well, it's potentially we could see it before the end of the year, and we could actually have it at an Apple event in October time, or specifically right at the end of October, where we could see the new iPad Pro with an M5 chip inside of it and some other products too. This would be a good time to actually announce this update. The other idea that Apple could do is they could just do a silent press release. So this is where it just appears on their website updated. Remember, we did have this last year with the likes of the iPad mini. It just got updated to the A17 Pro, put inside of it, and that was it. There was no actual kind of big bang event or any recordings or anything like that. And this is what could actually happen with the Apple TV this year. It could just appear at some point, and it may not even appear in October or November. It could even appear in December time, ready for the holiday season. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But the thing is, like I said, it is imminent. It needs an update. Now, for price-wise with this new Apple TV, we've been told that the price is probably going to stay very similar to what we have right now. Do remember we can pick it up for $130 US, or just under that, or even $150 if you go for the Ethernet version of it. But with the new enhancements that I want to talk about today, the price could increase. And what I'm talking about enhancements there is that we could actually be getting a new A17 Pro chip put inside the likes of the Apple TV. Now, I'm going to tell you all the details about that right after this. So then guys, just quickly, I want to tell you about the new channel giveaway we are doing, and it is for this right here. It's for a iPhone 17 Pro Max in Cosmic Orange. It's also got 256 gigabytes of storage, and it's also got a physical SIM card as well, because I know some countries out there, don't take eSIMs just yet. By the way, that does mean it is an international giveaway that I am doing, so anyone can enter in. Now, the actual giveaway, what we're going to do here, is going to be happening in the middle of January 2026, and you can enter in right now. There's only two things you have to do. The first thing is what you can do right now is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get before the end of 2025 or even into early 2026. Put it down into the comments below right now. Now, the other thing what you need to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, because near mid-January time, I'll be making a video giving you even more details about the giveaway for this iPhone, and you won't want to miss out on that video. So like I said, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because more information about this will be coming out around that time. Now, the other thing I just want to quickly say to you guys, that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, sending to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, direct message. Please do ignore these people. Better can see right here. Please do report them. So moving on from this then, why the A17 Pro, you may ask? Well, do remember that Apple tend to not put the newest chip inside of their Apple TV. So obviously they're not going to put the A19 inside of it, because that will cost too much for them at this stage. The A18 is still quite relevant at the moment, so it is pointing towards more likely the A17 Pro. If I had to bet on it, I'd probably say it's about an 80% chance it could be the A17 Pro, and probably about a 20% chance it will just be a normal A18 chip inside of it. And what I mean by that, it'll probably be the A18 chip, the exact same one like we got in the iPhone 16e, not even the iPhone 16. Remember, we got one less core in that. And then also the A17 Pro chip, probably more likely the one that we got inside of the iPad mini, not the chip that was put inside the likes of the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, what had extra cores again. So this would be a bin down version inside of this Apple TV. But the great news is, with having that chip inside of it, it does open up so many new gateways. This does open up the likes of, say, AAA gaming abilities on there. Maybe it will be scaled using Metal FX or things like this, but the idea is that you could probably play games at maybe 1080p, but with some resolution sort of scaling built into that. Also, the ability for other bits and pieces too. Maybe you could actually do some Apple Intelligence sort of abilities now built into the TV, where you could actually ask it to recommend programs better using Apple Intelligence, and this would be absolutely awesome to get it, because remember, the A17 Pro is the first sort of iPhone or A chip that has the capability to work with Apple Intelligence. Now, there's other things that could also be added into this, and I know some of you guys really want HDMI pass-through. I, for one, want this as well. The latest Dolby kind of bits and pieces being put in, and so on and so forth. And maybe Apple have been listening. So yeah, this is technologies that have really cranked up in recent years, that lots of you guys out there for your media systems want this. So fingers crossed that this is coming. But obviously right now there isn't too many leaks and rumors talking about those features. Now, something else what I believe that could even go into the next Apple TV is the N1 chip. So this would give us the ability to have Wi-Fi 7 built into this, and also Bluetooth 6 and also Threads. Remember, this is Apple's new chip that they announced recently at the All Dropping event for the likes of their iPhone. So this could also be going inside of this box. The final remark that also could be changing is that these Apple TVs are made out of plastic. And with Apple going towards this carbon neutral kind of effect by 2030, having an all plastic Apple TV is not very there. They could actually decide to actually make a new type of plastic, what is completely recyclable maybe, or for example, they might even make it go back to a metal design, a thin metal that obviously is quite strong, but obviously it would maybe be a little bit more heavier there. I'm not expecting it to be loads heavier like a Mac Mini or that kind of thickness in kind of metal, but you get the idea here. Maybe more kind of like a metal thickness of, say, an iPhone or an Apple Watch inside of it. So yeah, that is the potential what we could also be getting there. But the main thing is, like I said to you guys right at the beginning, it is imminent that a new Apple TV is on its way. But you know, the big question is, when will it come? I would love it to come before the end of 2025. If it doesn't, worst case scenario, it'll be the very beginning of 2026. But on that note as well, guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.